Alright guys, here's my other Holmes Air HAOF-1200. This is the 1987 one that still has the spinner nut on the blades. And upon closer examination, these fans have a completely different blade set as well. I thought it was just the nut was taken away, but when I compared it, these blades are more pointed and they're also very slightly smaller. I don't know if you guys can tell by looking at that one, but the blades are a little bit smaller. They don't quite fill the grill as much as they do on the other fan. Either way, this one does move more air than the other one does, but that's just vintage Holmes Air nature. They were very powerful. And upon closer examination, I think this is the better of the two, other than it doesn't have the original piece at the front of the motor cowling. As you can see, the motor cowling actually fits over the piece that's on there, which I'm fine with because you can't tell. And I think it actually looks better this way than having the lip right there. Personally, I think that looks pretty streamlined now with the back cover being right up against the grill like that. Other than there's a white edge that goes around from where the piece used to be. This fan's original piece, when I just tried to take off the screw, it literally just turned into dust. Here's the back of it with its new switch from a home stand fan I parted out. When I was taking this fan apart initially for the first time, I noticed that the switch didn't want to turn on low very well when I first bought this fan. And upon taking it apart, the switch fell apart and all the contacts inside of the switch were bright green with corrosion, and the little plastic post literally just broke right in half as soon as I touched it. So let's go ahead and start this thing up. Here's low speed. Takes this one a little while to get up to speed compared to the other one. It takes off a little bit slower, but it's already moving more air, and I can tell. This one on low moves about half the air the other one does on medium. Just a little bit more than the other one does on low. This one's also quieter than the other one is, and does not have the spacer issue, where it makes rotor rub noise when the head goes around. Here's medium. This fan was used a lot though. When I first got it, it was just ridiculously dirty. The other one wasn't that bad, but this one was just, wow. The motor was completely just jammed, right packed, filled with dirt. I don't know how this thing didn't overheat and die, being it was very stiff as well. And I know it was getting used, because I remember seeing this thing get used in the back room of the thrift store I got it from. And finally, here's high. Yeah, this one's definitely quieter than the other one. I guess the old ones are better. I thought they were about the same, but now that I really look at this one, I can see it moves more air and it's quieter. I guess quality went down a bit more than I thought it did. Oh yeah, this one's definitely moving a lot more air. There's no doubt about that. Alright, let's go back down to low. Put that on. This one's oscillator didn't work at first either. It had the little post that the oscillator button attaches to that actually drives the main gear and makes it oscillate. That post was stuck in the oscillator housing and it couldn't turn. So that's why the oscillator was just sitting there clicking whenever I turned it on. I seem to get that problem a lot with fans. They just run out of grease and then the oscillators will seize up and they won't oscillate no more. And that's a reason why people get rid of them a lot. But I remember seeing this one, which is funny because about a year ago I remember this thing oscillating. Then they stopped using the oscillator and then the fan went up for sale and I grabbed it. I was waiting on it to go up for sale because I saw they quit using it about a month before it did, so I knew they'd sell it. And then we'll shut it off. The other one has a way longer coast down than this one does, which is kind of weird, being they're both oiled with the exact same oil and about the same amount. Either way, it doesn't matter. This is the better of the two, now that I really look at them. Maybe I'll pull the front cowling off the other one and put it on this one just to make it proper. I don't quite know yet. I don't know what I'm going to do between the two of them, but I know they're both going to be kept. Neither of them is getting parted out or anything, because they're both still really good fans, and they both got a lot of life left in them. The other one just needs a little bit of motor work. Anyway, that's it for this video, so as usual, thank you guys for watching, and I hope all you guys enjoyed.